predictable. So Jamal Charlo was asked about the PED thing, and basically he spoke on the PED thing. And then, you know, um, they asked him about the stuff Tiafimo said because I'm gonna get to the PED thing in a minute. I'm gonna talk about that in a separate video, but this is why a lot of people don't mess with the Charlo brothers because, like I say, they have selective smoke. Of course, he started talking about F. Bill Haney and all this kind of stuff. But my thing is, fuck you. Talking about he don't care what Tiafimo said. Basically providing a safe haven for people to be racist, but you're not gonna do it on my channel. I double dare one of you dumb blacks to come on here and say something crazy to me because y'all know I'm known for eternity fire. See, the thing is, y'all can dish it out, but y'all can't take it. See, y'all expect black people to be like these dudes, just ignore it. And people like him is dangerous. You know, this is why our ancestors was getting hung and getting beaten and getting every despicable thing you could think of because of cowards like this dude. And I say this still, fuck Tiafimo Lopez. Everybody says stay racist stuff. Like, man, get out of here, dude. Here's the thing. I'd rather for you to say racist stuff behind closed doors than to say it up front. Because you basically giving people a vessel and a lifeline to basically exercise racism and put us at risk and put us in danger. The dude is a cornball. The dude is I've never seen, he's a cornball. But you threatening Bill and all this stuff. I'm going to keep, listen, I'm going to say this again. Bill really with it. That's all I got to say. He really with it. He really from the streets of Oakland. I ain't finna tell Bill's business, but at the end of the day, he knows some of the people that I know, or, he affiliated with some of the bigger figures. I ain't finna say names and stuff, but Bill know people, and all that threatening and stuff. Listen, we all know that they ain't gonna do shit. My thing is, why don't you threaten Caleb Plant? Why don't you threaten Caleb Plant, the dude that slapped the fuck out of you in front of everybody? Who slapped fire from your ass, but you didn't do shit. You just walked away pouting. Why don't you try to fight him back? But you sitting up here threatening a black man, talking crazy. Typical. This is how a lot of these dudes is. This is why I distance myself, from certain platforms and just, interacting with a lot of people because it's these type of dudes. Only want to argue and only want to argue and go back and forth with black people. And then you gonna say you rooted for Tiafimo. Bro, you's a sucker. You's a mark. You's a mark. You's a mark. And you ain't really from Texas. You really from Lafayette, Louisiana. You ain't no real man. You ain't no real Houston dude. The Houston dudes I know, and I got family in Houston. You sat up there talking about you don't care. Do you know what didn't happen to us? But then again, you so ignorant. This is why I can't. This is why it's tough to really try to do this media thing. It's just certain people I just don't want to be around. Him and his brother, these were the same niggas that was crying about they wouldn't let them into a gym and they hollering racism, but then they talking about they don't care about what a lot of these dudes don't have no backbone. A lot of these dudes is on that Bill O'Neill shit. You know who Bill O'Neill is. The dude that betrayed Fred Hampton. That guy. What I mean, I can't get over him. Like I said, a lot of these brothers today, man, like my boy told me, some of these dudes, they just need to get put down. Some of these dudes and some of these women, they need to get put down. If you know what I mean by put down, because they don't contribute nothing to the community. They don't contribute nothing to the race. They just shouldn't even be here. I'm talking about dude is worthless. Now you talking all that stuff about Bill, but then the white dude that slapped the taste out your mouth, you didn't do jack shit, but just sit there and walk away with your tail tucked between your legs like a little broad. But you talking all hard and stuff. And then the funny thing is, no into that fight because I know the fight didn't sell. So I know how many because nobody cares about y'all. Y'all weak, and you made yourself look weak. Isn't it? It's dudes like him why Malcolm X ain't here. It's dudes like him why Marcus Garvey got betrayed. It's dudes like him. This is why what happened to Malcolm X happened to him. It's dudes like him, like what happened to Fred Hampton happened to him. Them type of dudes. And then talking all this like you ain't gonna do nothing if you see Bill. And then another thing, like what happened all the other times? Why did you do something when you saw Bill all them other times? All these niggas do is just sit up and talk. I hate dudes like this. They got all the smoke in the world for black dudes, but then when it come time to really do something, then all of a sudden they ain't nowhere to be found. But I just want to let y'all know he don't speak for us. He don't speak for me. Don't let him get y'all this stuff that you can't get out of. And that's all I got to say. He pathetic. Now you see why nobody came to see him and his brother fight. His brother fought for undisputed, and they couldn't even sell 1,000 tickets at the Sports Dignity, whatever it's called, formerly known as the Home Depot Center. They had to tell people who happened to be coming out of a soccer game to go watch the fight, and they can sit wherever they want to sit because nobody is interested in them. I can't believe they got niggas. I like what he said was cowardly. When you hear dudes talk like that, they cowards. When you talk about police brutality, when you talk about systematic racism, anytime you hear a white person say, well, what about black on black crime? Racist. If you hear a black person say, try to deflect, try to use the boomerang theory, they either a white supremacist if they white, or a handkerchief head coon Sambo. You know, then the only type of people that use that terminology. Oh, well, what we ain't talking about black on black crime. We talking about racism. We talking about police brutality. We talking about racism directed towards black people. When you hear dudes talk like that, you already know where they stand. I mean, it was just like I was just shaking my head. I wish it wouldn't even have got sent to me. I really wish it wouldn't have got sent to me, but I'm not surprised because they didn't did that before. They didn't did that before. They stay cooning. They stay cooning. You really trying to justify Teofimo Lopez racism and disrespect towards black people. And that's why these fools be coming on here thinking they could come at black people any type of way they want to. This is why people don't respect black men. This is why black men are the most disrespected species on the face of the earth, because of niggas like them. But I'm here to tell you, don't bring that here, because you will get your feelings hurt. You will get your feelings hurt. And I'm not going to pull no punches. Anybody that knows me know that I have no problem speaking my mind. You know not to do that with me. So what's up? Yeah, shout out to the homeboy Martin Brutes. Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool. I will never in life support them. Like I said, it's dudes like them, Floyd Schofield, or should I say Floyd Coonfield, and a few other these dudes that make us look bad. That don't have no backbone. They sat up there and tried to justify Ryan Garcia cheating. They didn't have nothing to say about Ryan Garcia flat out making terrorist threats towards black people. But then all of a sudden they want to argue with black people. They want to go back and forth with black people. You got all this energy to argue with black people. But the people that's a real threat to us, all of a sudden you want to get quiet. Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, come on. I mean, man, I swear on everything I love, I will never in life root for Charlos. I will never in life. I don't care if they fight the non-black fighter. I'm gonna be, hey, since they want to be coons, I'm gonna be a coon. I'm gonna root for the non-black fighter. I'm a coon against them. I'm a coon against them because they too coon. Like I said, like that's the type of stuff that'll suck the energy out of you. But then again, a lot of these niggas out here, they just jealous of Bill and Devin's relationship. They hate to see a strong black man and a strong black father that speak up for their son and don't take no crap. And I'm not saying I didn't agree with everything Bill did along the way. Me and Bill be talking to stuff, but still, I respect what he does as a father. He care. We sit up here and be, always putting down black men, and there's this stigma. Oh, black men don't care about their kids. Black men are never around. But here it is, Bill that's around, and people still got a problem with that. Because society has done everything in their power to emasculate and demean the black man. That's real talk. If Bill was another color, they would be saying he's a role model. They would say he's a maverick. He would be praised. But because he's a black man, oh, I can't stand him. Like, man, get out of here. Get out of here. Like I said before, the person you should have been talking crazy to was Caleb Plant, the dude. Like I said, he smacked fire from you, and everybody saw it, and you didn't do nothing. You just walked away. You just walked away. You got deboed, and everybody saw. Man, if he would have did, I don't care if I would have got whooped on. It would have just, and then you made no attempt. You made no attempt. But all of a sudden, you talking all tough. Where Bill live? First of all, Bill don't even live out there no more. But I'm pretty sure you know that as well, since you talked to Bill on the phone. And then once again, what is you doing telling the media about so-called conversations that you have over the phone? See, this is what I'm talking about. See, dudes like 50 Cent and a few other people, they done made it, and Charleston White, they done made it cool to be rats and to be cornballs and stuff, and beat them type of dudes, the Anton Daniels of the world, the Brandon Tatums, the cornballs of the world. I can tell you right now, there's stuff I done talk to people about that's going with me to my grave. I ain't never gonna put out no text message, but that's, 50 Cent they made it cool to be a bitch ass nigga. That's real. Posting private text messages online for people to see. But then again, I understand 50 Cent didn't have a mom, her mama, his mother got killed. He didn't have a father. He was raised by his grandparents. And like I said before, y'all and then you got people that's cool with his trolling. And then y'all can't understand why that nigga got shot 9 times. First of all, you don't get shot 9 times accidentally. And he showed every bit why his ass got shot 9 times. I can tell you right now, there's stuff I done talked about with people. I don't post no text messages online for people. I don't care how mad I get at somebody. I'm not revealing shit. I'm not telling on nobody. Man, like dudes ain't men no more. You see the roles going reverse now. That's why you seeing these men walking around with their nails painted, walking around with purses, and then you seeing all these women walking around with trying to make their voice deeper, got tattoos all on their neck, got more tattoos than the dude. And this was did by design. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. I can tell you right now, he ain't gonna do nothing. Just like he didn't do nothing when Caleb Plant had to taste out his mouth. He not gonna do nothing. That's the sad part. They came from modern brutes. I already told you what I believe. I ain't gonna put that out. I ain't gonna put that out. Because I ain't like them. I suspect what I already told you what I suspect is up with them, but it ain't my place to put that type of information out there. I can tell you what I suspect because they got all the signs. And that's just real talk. We gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna, go into deep detail because, like I said, I already have an idea of where this is coming from. You need to be what he need to be wondering is like, is he gonna get paid on time? He need to be instead of him worried about somebody else's money, you need to be worried about what the hell happened to Al Heyman, why Al Heyman is missing in action, why ain't nobody heard from Al Heyman and God knows when. I mean, look at the settings of these PBC events now, man. They look like they got did at somebody's garage. Look at the setting. Like they ain't even look like they ain't even spending no money. I'm serious. It looked like the backdrops and stuff look like somebody. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. That's all I'm saying. You need to worry about is you gonna get paid. You need to worry about your money. You need to worry about is you gonna get paid. Because I know exactly what's going on. And I knew it for months, and I told y'all a couple of years ago, I know exactly what's going on. I know everything. But it ain't my place to tell. Just like I know everything. I know what's going on. I know what's going on with Earl Spence. I know what's going on with a lot, like for real. I just don't be telling everything. Like I said, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing when you see Bill. You gonna sit up there and you gonna do like what you did when Daniel Jacobs walked up on you. Nothing. When Daniel Jacobs got in your face, you didn't do nothing. You ain't do shit, nigga. What's up? K Black in the building. What's up? So I'm just saying. That them PBC productions looking very, you know what I'm saying? They looking very they looking very DH Gate and very Tamu, you know. Don't even look you know what I'm saying? Looking very Compton swap meetish. So, like I said before, y'all need to tell us like what's going on with Al. You know what I'm saying? All I can say is a lot of people said they ain't talked to that dude in a minute. Said he didn't change his number. They said a lot of stuff in the background. You know, a lot of stuff in the background did happen that they don't want people to know about. All I know is he didn't change his number. I'm just keeping it a buck. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. So I know everything. But this is why the PBC don't like. This is why the PBC won't let me in, because I just be telling the truth. But then again, you shouldn't be worried about what I have to say. But that's okay. I just do it. You know, I just apply for media credentials just to bug them and stuff. I already know they not gonna let me in, because especially one of the people that make the decisions on who get in, she mad because I called her exactly what she is. She just mad because I made a video and I called her exactly what she is. She know that she know that she's a racist. But then, like I said before, Jamel and Jamal Charlo is that nigga on that movie Life, the one that was holding the gun. He was the one holding the gun for that white man. That's who they are. Yeah, I'll keep these niggas in line, boss. I'll keep these niggas in line, boss. Oh yeah, you know who I'm talking. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, Modern Bruce, you know who the hell I'm talking about. That lady, that white woman with that annoying sounding voice. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If man, I'm telling you. Hey, hey, Jamel and Jamal Charlo is that nigga that was on the Birth of a Nation, the one that sold out, the one that snitched on Nat Turner. That's who them dudes is. That's who both them cats is. That's who them cats is. What's the matter, boss? We sick? I mean, shoe shining ass niggas. That's exactly who they is. Them the type of man, them the type of dudes for real. Them the type of dudes back in the day, in the slavery days. Them the type of dudes when the master came out, they'll just start shining the dude's shoes for no reason, without him without him even asking for his shoes to be shined. They'll just pull out a rag and start spit shining it. Oh, I'm gonna shine it up real good. I'm gonna shine it up real good. I mean, if it ain't, I mean, if it ain't Floyd, it's them dudes. I mean, Floyd is just such a attention seeker. I've never seen Floyd is all y'all. Do y'all know Floyd is almost my age? That's the sad part. Niggas like Floyd, 50 and 50 Cent is gonna be 50. He literally gonna be 50 in July, and he carry himself like a 19-year-old. Always, and I mean, this dude stay kicking people when they down, but he don't say nothing. He don't say nothing about them white people. Yeah, Floyd is it. Yeah, Floyd. That's what I'm saying about Floyd. I've never seen him and 50 Cent don't get along because they just alike. They can't stand not to be relevant. They can't stand when somebody is not talking about them. And I think that's pretty sad when you have a dude that's almost 50 and pretty much another nigga that's pretty much 50 years old. That's desperate for attention, because that's suspect when men it be sitting up clamoring for attention like that. That's real beta male shit. And then the funny thing is I mean 50 Cent is a straight up informant. And then he went to, and then at the end of the day, he a New York dude. I mean, I ain't knocking all the New York dudes, but man, y'all got some historical snitches. I'm talking about they literally could have the New York Museum of Snitching. I'm talking about Frank Lucas. I'm talking about Nicky Barnes. I'm talking about Sammy the Bull Gravano. I mean, Alpo. That's just a few of them. You know, Curtis the Informant Jackson. Oh, and by the way, we still waiting for that paperwork that he was going to produce saying that Big Meech is a snitch. It's been 3 months. Still ain't produced the paperwork. I mean, this man had a meltdown. This man had a meltdown over another man having a conversation and hanging out with Rick Ross. Who does that? I mean, for real, who does that? Oh, I'm gonna cancel BMF because your daddy was hanging out with Rick Ross. Like, bro, like who? Like, man, come on, man. I mean, I'm just like, bro, I'm just keeping it 100. Then there was the audio of him snitching on Murder Inc. Talking about, yeah. They got started with Murder Inc. got started with drug money. Like, man, bro. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. But that, like, for real. But anyway, man, getting back to the nothing ass Charlo brothers, like I said, in typical fashion, you know, don't have no backbone, spineless. Do you know how many of our people, our ancestors, been slaughtered in behind racism? Talking about, like, bro, and then that answer he gave, like, dude, what a yellow. I'm talking about what a Crayola yellowed bellied coward. Like I said, you ain't gonna do jack shit when you see Bill. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing like when you saw Daniel Jacobs, when you saw other people. You ain't gonna do nothing. Just like you didn't do nothing when Caleb Plant slapped the black out off of you. You ain't gonna do nothing. You just all talk. You just all talk. Man, Tony Yale Tony Yale, he gotta be a flunky. Because Tony Yale don't have no real talent. So, he gotta be 50 Cent's professional ego booster. I mean, what do we really do? My thing is with him, like, I'm gonna say this again about Curtis Jackson. He got all the smoke in the world for black people, but then this is the same dude that basically didn't respond when Eminem sent them that text. But he got that dude to attack anybody that say something about Eminem. Yeah, Eminem put you on because nobody else wanted you. No other record label wanted you because, one, they thought you was a rat. Like I said, no nigga gets shot 9 times by accident. So that should tell you all you need to know about him. Man, Eminem sent him a text talking about he was coming into town to ride his dick. And he never responded to that, but then he worried about what everybody else is doing. But then this dude always trying to question somebody else's sexuality, but this is the dude that have all them shows that have all that shit on there. But I mean, if that's how you get down, that's how you get down. And then what TV show did he ever put out that portrayed black people in a productive light? And I mean, you look at all the power shows, everybody, you got people on there killing their mothers, killing their fathers and shit. Like, how is that productive to the black community? I'm just saying, I'm just saying. He a pawn for the, he a pawn for the palm colored people. Look it up. Look it up. He said him and Eminem joke like that. I can tell you right now, I ain't never sent nobody no text like that ever in my life. I can tell you that right now. I ain't never sent nobody no text talking about when. Man, I don't play. Man, I don't play them kind of games. Man, hey, it's a limitation on everything. it's, it's a limitation. It's a man. It's a limitation on everything. I don't even joke like that. But I don't even joke like that. You can look it up. It's on YouTube. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Dudes like him and the Charlos, they got selective smoke. They got selective smoke. It's on YouTube. Good. Look it up. Look it up. I straight heard the record skip when I what? Bro, I don't know what. Like I said, Chase. Whatever, man. I don't know, bro. That was just crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. But yeah, man. But yeah. Before I end this stream, I'm just telling you this right there. I don't care who Charlo or the Charlos fight from this point on. I'm gonna root against them. Like I said, I don't care if it's against a non-black, and that's just real talk. Anyway, you guys, appreciate y'all. I'm out.